Charlotte Chatter Podcast with your hosts, Carrie Cliff and Mitch Bennett. Now, here are your hosts, Carrie and Mitch.
Well, they're made in a rain of dirt, in the blood, sweat, and the hurt, in the million-mile drives, in the years of sacrifice, just living for 10 rounds.
Here we go, season 5, episode 5, and we were in the first week of March because the last 3 weeks of February went kapooey, didn't it, Mitch? It was just like we had a lot of things going on, but
the first 2 months did that.
Yeah, it did. You had a great time at was it Kearney? Carney with the Carney.
Just like what you used to do after high school.
Oh, I only worked there for a month. Come on. The Kearney Classic. So it looked like it went well for the Charolais breed.
Yeah, it did. I think the not huge numbers, which the year before it was negative 30 during the day, I think, for a day or two, and that kind of takes away the fun when you're away from home. You know, several of those people, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours, whatever. So we had lower numbers, but 3 Charolais bulls averaged a little over 12,000.
Wow.
And then the 2 Charolais heifers, which was actually ours that we had in our pen at Denver, and they averaged 9,200. So by far the highest average at the Kearney Cattlemen's Classic.
That's awesome.
For sure. And I do believe Charolais bulls might have way out averaged all the rest of the breeds, and the heifers, I think there was one other breed that only had one that brought like 14,000. So, so yeah, both of the Charolais animals were on top. It's, I think people are kind of starting to figure out what they need to bring. You know, they like the ranch bulls out there, and the Charolais heifers that are super tame for young showmen. That's what sells good, that, you know, have enough look and doability to either go the clubby side of things or the production Charolais side, or some of them just putting them back into commercial cow herds after their kids are done. So, but
I think we had some good Charolais genetics there, and shows that maybe Charolais in the lead, right?
I would not doubt that at all. And then we were blowing out. No, actually, I was clipping like the day before the show in the stalls, and an old gentleman walks up to me. I said he was 70, but then I rethought he was probably closer to 80. But he did me an interview from the Kearney Hub. He said he was from. Well, 2 days later, I started getting text pictures that we were on the front page of the York paper. Then I was on the front page of the Sioux City paper. So the guy must have sold the article. And then our largest ag paper.
We need your autograph now, or
yeah.
I'm still glad you're talking with us.
It was kind of funny because we went to a fundraiser for the next town over, Legion. Legion has a Monday Burger Bash. And all the old farmers were kind of giving me the look, like when I was walking in, like not a dirty look, but just a stare, you know?
Yeah.
Well, 3/4 of the way through that, I got a text from one of my dad's friends. We were on the cover of the livestock section of the largest ag paper in Nebraska. Wow. So the same article was on, and so I will guarantee all them old guys at that Legion event last night probably seen it, and they're like, "Oh, there he is." So I was just like, I had that weird feeling, like, why is everybody looking at me? You know?
Did they use the photo of you, Ryan Rash, hugging, or was it a different photo?
No, I think you are the only guy that gets photos with men that hug.
So that has been your last 2 weeks, and I gotta tell you what I signed up for. You're never gonna believe it.
Oh, I bet I can.
So last week, I signed up for the Justin McKee Announcer Clinic in Fort Worth, Texas. So the end of April, be looking for, who knows? We might make it on the Cowboy Channel, but they might not. They might say hell no. But we're going down. We're going down there for 3 days. It was the end of April to do in case nobody knows who Justin McKee is, he's the voice of quite a bit of Cowboy Channel stuff, rodeos, and just a great advocate of agriculture, cattle. Super, super good guy. And he does our rodeo, Ellensburg Rodeo, every year, and became a personal friend of him. And last fall, I'm like, he was doing these clinics. I'm like, I really want to try this. So maybe we'll be able to make it through these podcasts a little bit better after going through Justin McKee's clinic.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's no hope.
Yep.
Flight was so expensive to Fort Worth.
Oh, yes, it is. The flight is expensive to Fort Worth. Yeah.
Well, no, it was really good. And then it jumped up, and I was like, what is going on at the end of April in Fort Worth? Like, I couldn't think
well,
maybe.
It's Carrie's fault.
I did. My bad. Yeah.
You bought
Like
one
always.
flight.
So before we get with our special guest here, we got to give a shout out to our sponsor and Cattle Active.
Is stress affecting your bottom line? Even routine handling, inclement weather, weaning, and dietary changes can significantly lower the rumen pH, causing cortisol levels to spike. Cortisol not only compromises the immune system, but also suppresses normal appetite and feed consumption. The solution? Cattle Active. Increase production and reduce the impacts of stress on your cattle for cents a day. Cattle Active restores the balance naturally. Want to learn more how a feeding program, including Cattle Active, can improve both profits and herd health? Visit us today at proearthanimalhealth.com. Be proactive with Cattle Active.
Ooh, thank you to Cattle Active and your sponsorship, and what a great product it is. So everybody give it a try when you have a chance. So with us today, we have some special guests all the way from North Dakota. But before we introduce them, it was fun because we're pinned next to them in Denver. And we were playing a lot of music throughout the weekend, all sorts of stuff. And some stuff I'm like, what the hell is that playing? But sometimes I affiliate a song with people. So this song I just felt was appropriate to start out, and it's terminology into the Charolais breed. So let's see if anybody name that tune.
That was
Name that tune, Matt.
sitting in the back of a long Cadillac.
So you got to name a bull, Long White Cadillac,
Yeah.
just in honor of you guys. And
And who's the singer? Is that Dwight Yoakam?
Joakim Yoakum.
I mean, I can, yeah. I don't know if I've ever heard that song. I'm sure I have, but
I just heard it amongst the 500 songs that we listened to in Denver. But with us today, we have Adam and Julia Dean from the Effertz Key Ranch in Granville, North Dakota.
Yes,
Right on. Welcome to the Charolais Chatter, and thank you for being on with us.
Thanks for having
Thanks
us.
for having us. Yeah.
So I am really glad that even though you're pinned right next to us, you still are excited to talk with us, and we didn't destroy any friendships in Denver. So, but it was a fun time.
It was fun.
Yeah,
it was a lot of fun.
Good weather, I thought. And
Yeah.
I warmed my feet in your guys' tent, so that was good. That was very neighborly.
Oh yeah. Did you ever get a roller dog?
No, I should have. I could smell those. Okay, I listened to the episode you did during Denver, and you did use those pancake sausages or whatever.
Yeah.
And as soon as you put them on, I said to my friend, I think I know what those are. That smells really good.
So, Mitch, did you end up buying one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we actually my cousin just used it for her 50th birthday party. Everybody's like, "Where did you get a roller dog machine?" Like,
every man needs a roller dog machine.
Yeah.
So I do have a alter ego podcast with some buddies called Shitty Friends, but we are doing a whiskey tasting event on the 21st of March here in our local watering hole. But with it, we have 2 roller dog machines. So, most of the whiskey tastings have, nice food catered. We're going to do roller dogs.
That's awesome.
That's how we roll. But thank you for being on with us. And you guys have an exciting bull sale coming up March 12th. But prior to that, let's talk about family history. And, you and I have talked a little bit, Julia, on some stuff, and you have some really, really fun facts that you're going to throw out everybody that I find very appealing. But how did this all begin? Let's go through this chronological order of how did Effertz Key Ranch begin?
Well, it began with my grandpa. It was originally just a farmstead and then just kind of small cattle operation. And that was my grandpa's dad that owned that. And actually my grandpa's dad passed away at a pretty young age. And back then the land gets passed down to the eldest son.
Oh.
Well, that was my grandpa's brother actually at the time. And he liked agriculture, but he didn't, wasn't his calling. And my grandpa just kept pulling money together and bought all the land from his brother.
Okay. So farm ground then.
Yeah. And then we started breeding. Well, in 1959, he bought 40 half Shar, half Angus cross cows. And back then the herd book was open, and Brett kept breeding up from there and had the first bull sale in 1978.
Wow.
And, yeah, so this year's 48th annual since then. And the first couple sales then actually they had in Alameda, Saskatchewan. Yeah,
really?
Yeah, went across the border to sell bulls. I don't exactly know why they did that, but we're just about an hour away from the Canadian border, so.
Can you imagine that?
Back in those days, he said, he was telling me at Christmas time, he was kind of telling me about when they'd sell up there, and he said, there's no health test. They just load the bulls up, drive across, drop them off at the sale barn, sell, load them up, take them home, feed them, whatever. But
simpler time then.
Yeah.
Can you imagine trying to do that now?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Well, the expense of it,
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
well, that's pretty impressive.
Canadian buyers, but it gets a little harder every year, it seems like.
Yeah. So that was the 70s, right?
Yep.
70s. So Mitch, you'd have been about 15 or so right then. So let's get into the
Wait, what year was that?
1978 was the first bull sale.
Yeah.
Yep. I would have not quite been born then, Carrie.
Oh, my math was off. I'm so sorry.
I thought I laughed too early.
I was never good at math. So then the 80s came. So where were you guys going in the 80s?
Yeah, so then they just had a couple bull sales there, and from then, the bull sale kind of moved around from Minot, North Dakota, and Bismarck, North Dakota. We had it there at it was called Farmers Livestock for a number of years and got along pretty good there. And then that sale barn closed down, so we couldn't have it more. And then had it in Mandan a couple of years, and then even tried it at our own place once or twice. Can't remember. And we just didn't really have the infrastructure to do that.
Right.
Got through it, but it was a lot of work at the time.
Yeah.
And then from then we went to rugby and got along pretty well there, and
kept at it.
Yeah. Here we
are. How far is rugby from your farm?
45 minutes to an hour.
Okay, so you truck them all down there.
Yep.
It's
usually about three pot loads gets them there typically.
So let's talk about Grandpa Pat. He is celebrating a birthday next month, April
22nd.
April 22nd. So how old is he going to be April 22nd?
Going to be 101 then.
Yeah. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Just in case, I want to rattle everybody's brain here. 101. That is. Can you imagine that man's the history he has and what he's witnessed?
Yeah, he's got lots of stories.
It is insane. It's really fun to talk to him.
So I would love to I'd probably talk his ear off. because I'm just curious.
What?
Yeah, weird. Yeah, but like when the show 1883 came out, what was it, 2 or 3 years ago? I just thought that's amazing. And then 1923, I like how I wouldn't say the struggles, but the real stuff
Yeah.
that these people had to deal with in those eras.
I think what intrigues me about it is like the physicality, the actual machinery that they were dealing with at the time. I mean, it was light years, for them, but for us, I mean, we would die.
Yeah.
We could not do that.
What do you mean? You don't have a microwave or a cell phone? What the hell? Yeah.
Kind of a family history buff, so he's got photo albums, and his memory is just super sharp. He can point at each picture and tell you the story of the day, pretty much.
Yeah.
So what is his key to living to 101, do you think?
I know he reads a lot. Just keep the brain active. I know.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, dude, he offers financial advice still for when we should be buying cattle and stuff like that. Likes to crunch the numbers. So he just
he loves the cattle market, and honestly, I mean, he's super passionate about agriculture. I mean, he loves farming, and so he's out here 2 to 3 days a week. I mean, drives out here and kind of shoots the breeze with us for a little bit, and then
a couple of years ago here he got inducted to the North Dakota Cowboy Hall of Fame. So
wow, that's awesome. Cool. So wait a second. You said drove. So he's still driving at 100 and almost one?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's the one thing that we cross our fingers on a little bit. We don't exactly encourage it, but
my mother-in-law is 91, and she tried a Dukes of Hazzard move last year on an off-ramp, and so she senses on her
the keys
license taken away. But let me tell you, an independent woman like she is, it has not been very easy, that independence. So
it's a double-edged sword there, and I mean, he's extremely independent. So
and his lifestyle day by day, is he's living with himself, by himself, and
by himself in just a normal townhome.
Yep. Lives in Velva, and so that makes him 7 miles away from a home place that he would have lived on with and raised all their kids. And
wow.
And they had 13 kids, so they families.
Were you Irish Catholic or what?
Yep.
How did I catch
that? Holy smokes. Wow.
That is awesome. I mean, to me, this is a story in itself, which we have a whole bunch to cover, but I don't know. I just find this amazing. I think it's awesome.
Yeah, and most of the kids still kind of live in North Dakota for sure, but just in the area.
Pretty much everybody's like within a 2-hour radius.
Other than it's just a select couple, but then people kind of rotate checking in on them, and if no one's checking on him, then he'll make sure that he shows up here. So.
So does he attend the bull sale?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh, we did.
That's that. He was for a few years ago there. He would go to Arizona for the winter, and even then he would try to fly back for the bull sale.
Wow. Well, he went through what? World War I, II, Vietnam, Korea.
He was World War II. He was in the Merchant Marines.
Okay. Wow. This is cool. Well, maybe someday I'll meet Pat, but give him a happy birthday shout from the Charlie Cheddar guys, because that's pretty awesome. And
absolutely.
If Mitch and I make it to 101, well, I've already defied odds. I didn't think I'd make it past 25, so I've doubled that. So for other situations, but anyway. So let's talk about your family. You're a farm family. You have Charlie's and Solaire's.
Yep.
Julia, you have a little side Hereford gig, right? So
that's right. That's right.
And so what kind of farm ground are you doing? And let's talk about your whole family that's involved, because this is a family event from what I'm seeing.
Yep.
Yeah. So my uncles Roger and Kevin, and then ourselves. and then my cousin Kyle primarily take care of the cattle, and then my dad Brian, he kind of heads the whole farming operation, and then we all kind of float around. So during planting season, myself and Kyle help out my dad quite a bit, and in harvest season. But middle of the summer, just spraying. My dad's kind of a one-man show for a while there.
Yeah. So let's the crops in North Dakota. What's the primary crops you're growing?
We'll do corn, beans, and wheat. Yeah.
Okay. Rotation.
Yeah, kind of rotated around. Yeah.
We do a little bit of canola once in a while, and yeah.
You know, for
all dry land, we don't have any irrigation.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And I guess for our listeners, there's probably a lot of people that haven't been to North Dakota. So explain what your cattle are facing in the wintertime in North Dakota, normal winters.
Yeah, so a normal winter, I mean, well, here it's funny. It's a little more wet than, so I'm from Southwest Saskatchewan, Canada, and it's a little more arid where I grew up, but here it snows quite a bit on a typical year. This year we weren't super snowy. It kind of came and went. It would thaw out and then snow again. So, but cold wise, I mean, coldest temps last year lasted for 3 weeks, and it was negative 30, like with wind chills hitting.
Yeah, last year was miserable. That was during calving season, and I suppose if you page to the catalog, you'll see a couple short ears in there. But, so
calving barns, is that
and we kind of
full heated barns. Yep.
Get by with the bare minimum. We're calving out in the month of February and March, usually about 300 to anywhere from 300 400 cows, and we have 14 heated pens is all, so it's
rotate in and out.
It's in and out, and sometimes you're drying a calf off.
Wow. So were you in Denver 2 years ago when it was negative 20?
No. I went that year just to walk around, but we didn't take cattle.
Yeah, you're probably like, oh, it's a heat wave, huh? At negative 20.
Yeah, I saw that everybody packed up, and I was like, what the heck happened to the stamina with these people?
We were out. I was out. I was like, man, when we got done showing, I'm like, well, I was trying to beat the roads,
Yeah.
So,
yep.
Well, I mean, that's not a lot of us take it for granted, calving in 55-degree weather today, but
how much is it?
55. It was 61 Sunday, which is rare. So,
yeah. Here, when we get 28, 29-degree day, shoot, that's I don't know about you guys, but we'll let them calve outside then a lot of times.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So
yeah. I had it was so nice here. I had one calf down in the creek.
I saw
right on the edge of the water. I'm like, you dumb. This cow was. She was on her last leg, and that might have just done it for her. I mean, calf's big, healthy calf. It's a purebred Angus that I bought from a guy that I AI for, and he only AIs, and he's like, I can't get her stuck. She's only a 4-year-old, and I was like, well, I don't know. Turn her in with the Charolais bull. We'll get her stuck.
There you go.
But she is the dumbest thing in the world.
So is there a video of you yarding the calf up the hill?
Oh no! I called Devin because he was at home doing some design work, and it was up the hill. It was straight up and down. I don't know how because I thought maybe the calf, like she had it and the calf fell down, but I couldn't see anywhere where it had slid. And her cleanings were right on the edge of the water. Like, I shit you not.
I saw the
dumbest thing. Yeah. So,
how did you get the calf up, or how did Devin get the calf back up?
I pushed from the bottom, and he grabbed a leg, and we just kept inching up and
teamwork,
grabbing a hold of little trees and lots of cuss words.
It's still slimy, so it's slipping through your arm.
Oh yeah. No, it was dried off quite a bit, except for on the legs where you needed to grab it. So yeah, very fun. I should have just left that thing down there. It's too nice of a calf, but gosh darn, and so we'll lock them in close, but they're running on like 130 acres of of corn stalks just right out my front door pretty much. And so I've been watching these cows and I'm like, yeah, that cow's not close. We don't need to sort her in. Well, then, yes, 2 days ago, yesterday, 2 days ago towards evening, I seen her wandering off by herself as the other cows were just eating on fresh silage. I'm like, yeah, something's going on. But
yeah.
I was like, surely she ain't going to be that dumb. Oh, yeah, she was that dumb.
Every time.
Every time.
Yeah.
Leave it to an Angus.
Oh, yeah.
I say that out loud. I apologize. My Angus friends are listening.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this is a great, start to what we're going to dive into this bull sale that you have. But so how did you two meet and get together and get a part of the family farm?
We
Yes.
we both worked for a reproductive company in Kansas. Reprologics is what it was called, which actually they are still called that now, but they're owned by Transova.
Gotcha. Yep.
And we
Yeah,
worked
so
there
he
for like
was
3 years or so.
Yeah, he was a donor manager and I was a lab tech, so I searched for embryos and oocytes, and so we traveled around together there for 3 years. Got married in 2020, and he pitched the idea of North Dakota, and I said, "What?"
Yeah, she said that because she's from Canada, and she said that she didn't plan on moving back to the cold.
No.
I lived in Texas for a while, and then really liked the weather in Kansas more so than Canada. But
yeah,
all good. All happens for a reason, huh?
So yeah. I got two things that popped in my head. So Canadians say "a." Do you do that?
No.
Is that a different part of Canada? A that says that.
I weeded that out as soon as I was in college.
As soon as I could get off.
1 or 2 times, and then I said, okay, no more. I'm not going to draw attention to myself.
Good thing,
Easy to tell. Yeah, good thing, eh?
You didn't really have a Canadian accent that I could pick.
Right.
A little bit.
Yeah, it just depends. Yeah.
Her mom's British, actually.
So. Okay. Yeah. So then you said you got married in 2020. How did you get married in 2020? Nobody was allowed to get married in 2020.
Kansas was open, so it was our local bar that we went to, and they had a open dance floor upstairs. So got married at the Catholic Church with literally just our families.
Yeah, just brothers, sisters, and parents.
Yeah,
everybody wore a mask and everybody social distance. 8 feet apart.
No, we were fortunate. Yeah.
What a joke. Yeah, I'm surprised there isn't a movie that's came out the biggest farce in the U.S. history. I mean,
I'm sure it's coming.
I will say, just my cousins and stuff that are getting married and brothers, talking to them.
Yeah,
what we spent on our wedding wasn't even close to what
you did it right. You did it right.
We thought we were getting the short end of the stick, but actually, we look smart now.
Yeah, smart, very. Yeah.
We're just investing all that in cows.
Yep. Well, speaking of cows, let's talk about that. So you guys have a bull sale coming up March 12th, and it is also on liveauctions.tv if you can't make it to the sales yard in Rugby, North Dakota. But so if people are traveling into Rugby, don't know the area, is there places to stay if you wanted to come overnight type scenario, hotels, or what? Explain the area for people that are traveling.
Yeah, so Rugby is basically straight east of Minot, about an hour and 20 minutes or so. So I mean, if you're flying in to Minot, and then you drive out to Rugby. Rugby is a pretty decent sized town. There's some nice hotels. The hotels that we stay at.
There's a Cobblestone Inn is usually where we get a little block of rooms, and then what the other inn is called, but I've stayed there as well.
Yeah, and both like nice small town hotels.
They're right next door to each other too. So.
Yep, close to the sale barn there.
Yeah,
perfect. Yep. So that makes it easy. So let's dive into these bulls, and we're going to highlight some bulls and actually talk about some heifers too. But you guys took a pen of 3 bulls to the Denver Stock Show this year, and that's how, again, we met, because we're all pinned next to each other. So when you're pinned next to each other, this is what happens. So anyway, let's talk about the Lot 1 bull. Mitch, if you want to scroll down to that bad boy. And he's the big kahuna, Keys Kahuna. 6 in, homozygous pole PA free bull with, look at the weaning weight on this boy. So I'd say
the day we weighed in Denver, I think was exactly his birthday, or was it
2 days before his birthday?
2 days before his birthday, and he was right at 1,500 pounds there.
Good Lord. Wow. Well, when they walked by, he was so big. I'm like, man, I didn't know somebody was bringing fall bulls, but yeah, he's a big sucker. Yeah.
He's got
big boy.
He's got a rear end on him for sure. We're pretty excited about him, and actually we can use him ourselves in our herd pretty much anywhere, because he's pretty well an outcross for us as well.
Yeah. So look at his yearling weight numbers and everything. So he's out of oh yeah, he does have. Explain that pedigree.
Yeah, so actually the Pure Power bull is a full French bull. So the Kahuna is going to be a quarter French. His mother is half French cow, but she's very conventional looking. You wouldn't be able to pick out the French.
She's honestly just one of those cows she's high volume, but she's not huge in terms of frame, but just really, she's got a lot of power and a nice head, nice front, moves nice, just an all around, one that sticks out to you when you walk out into the pen for sure.
All right. So this French influence. So what made you decide to do that, or how did that happen?
Well, so we do some leptin testing through a company in Canada called Quantum Genetics, and that's owned by a Charolais breeder, actually, the Marcus family, and they have Charmark Charolais, and they are part owner in the Pure Power bull, and just told us that we need to get a little bit of that influence into our herd. So I think we just got 20 units or something like that. It wasn't much. Got a couple daughters running around here, and what some people worry about with the French are the daughters going to milk, but out of this guy anyways, the few daughters we have, we've got along very well.
Yeah. She's pretty dang impressive in that side is, she milks really good, and her udder quality is lights out. And the thing I'm noticing more about those French cows too is, they got a nice big foot on them, and nice claw shape to them.
Well, it looks like they're easy doing. So let's explain to our listeners what the leptin test that you're doing.
I was just thinking that.
Yeah, it's a feed efficiency gene. There's 4 genes there, and leptin is actually, it's in humans as well. It's an appetite gene. And
I'm TT.
Yeah, so TT would be linked to like obesity.
Oh, I'm TF. or WTF.
And then the next set of genes, PMCH, we pay attention to quite a bit as well, and that's a tenderness gene.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So that's which one? Which one?
PMCH. Yeah.
Okay. So this particular bull. So let's just, so people know what we're talking about. He is TT. So what would you expect with him being that?
So we would expect calves at a feed yard to have higher gains. Cactus feeders in Texas, they will actually only buy calves that they know are sired by TT bulls.
They do. They actually turn in a lot of that data to Quantum, and they've been a part of that research, and so they're lending a lot of feed efficiency to TT or CT calves. It's fat deposition as well, but yeah, they're pretty. it's really interesting, the research behind what they're doing there, and that's why we're kind of focused on the TT side. The other genes obviously go hand in hand with it, and that's all carcass quality traits, but TT was kind of the first thing that came out.
Okay.
And you could even just test just for TT or for leptin at the time. So, yeah, that research has been really interesting to learn about.
Yeah, yes. So this guy is TT, the kahuna, and his tenderness scores at AT. So explain that.
Well, so
that would be hetero.
Yeah, that would be hetero.
Yeah.
So a hetero animal should express pretty similar to a dominant trait animal, but a complete recessive animal, then you would expect to be less than those.
Yep.
Two.
Well,
we used to do just before they had this leptin test, we used to just do the tenderness score, and our old bull Tenacious that a lot of people have heard about. He was the one that he hit all 10 markers on the tenderness scale, and
oh wow,
kind of stirred up a lot of craze for some people.
So these are tested carcass traits in a sense, correct?
Yeah.
So why doesn't he have a 350 TSI?
Yeah. All of their
we have questions.
Yeah. we're going to cover that in an episode here coming up, but so great job on testing carcass traits that are actual data, right?
Yeah.
So put that note to self.
Yeah.
But check this.
All the quantum testing, it doesn't go into any of the
the association and the 100K and all that stuff. Like it's just an independent deal that we've been doing, and Roger and Kevin started doing it. Well, and Pat and Brian, they started it over 20 years ago, and so it's they definitely have plenty of information banked up on what we're using. And so we just, at the very least, when we're selecting bulls from other programs, we have them tested, and we do our best to choose TT bulls. Obviously sometimes you buy a good bull that's just a CT, but so the cow herd, at this point you would say that you were confident that most of your cows are throwing T's, at least one.
Perfect. Well, great explanation. And as we go through these other lots, that'll help explain and actually going through the catalog. When you go to your catalog on liveauctions.tv or your guys' website, Effertz. What is it? EffertzKeyRanch.com or what is that?
Yep.
Okay. So let's go on to Mitch. Can you go up to lot number 2, which is another Denver bull, and his name is Kimosabi. I like your names. They're easy to pronunciate. So he's a cartel son. So CCC cartel, who's on a milestone. We know what that boy can do. So let's talk about these guys. Lot number 2.
Yeah, cartel we got along with pretty good, and he'll add big scrotals to calves for sure. If you had a scrotal problem, he could fix it for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this guy, he was kind of cool since birth, so we kind of pulled him off the side with Kahuna, and those two got pampered, I guess, a little bit differently.
They got to stay close to the yard, so everybody could see him from the road, kind of thing.
Okay, good. What do you call
I know those.
Front pasture type is what they call.
That's right.
Yeah. So he's
pretty good, big framed cow. But,
so what is he? So he was weighing 13 something down in Denver, and he's a end of February calf.
70 something.
I think it was 1378.
We weighed him again when we got home, so I'm all sorts of that one.
So he is a
78 in Denver. Right.
So he's a leptin TT. So does he have? So he's all American blood in there.
Yep. And then the OW Maximizer cow, the bull that the female's out of, we got Maximizer all over in our cow herd, and they've been great females. They really have.
Yeah.
Milk lot, and there's a lower birth weight. Well, Maximizer himself was a heifer bull for us.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well,
A lot of times people end up keeping replacements out of heifer bulls, but him, we really kept a lot of replacement females.
and that's one thing of where you're in the winters you go through. I think you can expect some different, less weight as further south as you go in.
Yeah.
On that birth weight. So,
yeah.
And, yeah, he's a good looking boy. So check him out. Lot number 2, Kimosabe. But let's go on to lot number 3, Keys Lone Ranger. Is another cartel out of Key, Miss Biscuit. There's a 183H. What's the story on this boy? A moderate birth weight, 82 pounds.
Yep.
Yeah, and he's caught right up with the other two. We just videoed him today, and he grew a little bit here lately.
Yeah, he really put it on. I mean, a shapely bull. It was funny. I was out in the pasture. Oh, I don't know, end of June or something. And I was kind of trying to figure out the last few bulls that we were going to bring in to show, and he was smaller than the other ones, and Adam was questioning me. We were out there horseback, and we're yelling at each other across the pasture, and he's like, I don't know. And I was like, I think we should just give him a try. I think he's going to fit. I don't know. I think he'll fit. So, yeah, he's moderate for sure, but I mean, he packs a ton of muscle onto a really square frame. Like, it's pretty dang impressive what that bull has done as far as feedability, and really flexible. And
his mother's actually calving right now as we speak. I just left the barn before this, and she.
Oh, okay. Well, hope everything's okay.
Put the water bag out. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. She'll be done by the time we get done.
Yeah.
I think she's got a benchmark coming.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Let's talk about the dam side of this, the biscuit, and so let's talk about her sire, Ballyhoo. What's his story?
Ballyhoo, we got along with quite well. We have a lot of those females, and actually I think Wild Indian Acres, Mike Kisner, he saw that our Ballyhoos were kind of topping our sale average every year, and we had used them so many years that we were running into too many daughters to kind of warrant using him anymore, and he was still sound as could be. So we actually, I can't remember. It was probably 4 years ago. 4 years ago. Yeah. And Mike bought him from us. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah. He walked him a couple of years, and I think maybe he just sent him to town this year or last year.
Okay. Yeah.
He did a heck of a job. His daughter's milk.
Yeah, we got a lot of. Well, it's funny. His daughter's milk pretty good, but his milk EPD is.
Yeah, don't let that deter you, because that is not what they do at all. So.
Weird. Another inconsistency in the EPD factor.
Yeah, it's a conversation around home.
Yeah. Well, that is an awesome trio that you guys had at the Denver Stock Show. So obviously there was a January, February, and a March all put in together there. So, but matched up very
exactly well. what you want to do for the pen show, but it's kind of like looked like it was gonna come together at the end. So.
It all worked out. So those are the top 3 Denver Stock Show bulls. So let's go on to lot number, is that 6? Is that correct? I believe so. We are scrolling down, so bear with us. Number 6 is a benchmark son. So let's talk about. You have several of the Keys benchmarks. So let's talk about him as a sire bull, and then this particular calf.
Yes, the benchmark sire group. This is our first calf crop off of him, and he was a bull that we kept for ourselves. Didn't put him in the sale a couple of years ago, and he's siring pretty good growth. He's out of a bull that we got from Sandmeyer's that goes. It's got Ledger in his name, Sir Ledger there, but even their Ledger was back like four generations or something like that. And actually he goes back to a tenacious cow.
Oh, all right.
A lot of times we like to try to find some of our own stuff back in a pedigree a little bit, because we've kind of based our herd on line breeding. So
right.
But no, we've been getting really good growth out of these benchmark calves, and the open heifers. We got probably 15 or 20 of them, and it's honestly one of our most uniform set of open heifers.
And it's
I'm hoping they milk because they're nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's pretty. I mean, it's not often I feel like you get a heifer and a bull maker. You know, you might be a little weak on one side, but Benchmark really, he hit it out of the park on his heifer calves and his bull calves. I mean, I think these bull calves are pretty dang uniform. They're just so stylish made and really flexible. And cattle that perform well, you know, you put them on feed and they just bulk up and really look the part.
Yep. And this particular bull, you know, lot number 6, he's just got a lot of mass to him. He's going to be
really thick,
super big topped, and
but he is pretty moderate. And his mother's a really moderate, high volume but moderate cow, especially for us.
Yeah.
But he'll put the pounds in him. I would like to maybe get a little more stretch, but he's gonna weigh right up there with some of our top bulls for sure.
So like his mom, so what's your ideal cow weight in your area? What do you like them to be? Mature.
Oh, we'll have a number of 1,800 pound cows. I know Ballyhoo's mother, when I flushed her down there in Kansas and had her on the scale, she was just about 2,200 pounds.
Holy,
she's a beast.
She was
the big girl.
We don't want them all that big.
No. Yeah. Yeah.
But, we'll have 1,700 pounds probably to be. And our slayer cows, they kind of are right there with the shards as far as weight.
Yeah. Yep. So that's that was lot number 6, Keys benchmark 56N. So let's move on to another little highlight, lot number 9, and this guy's got the look, which he's another benchmark son out of Keys Power Max daughter. So let's what's his story?
I had this bull in the show pen there for a while. He was coming along, but everybody was kind of starting to change, and so he just didn't fit in with those 3 bulls, and so I ended up, you know, kicking him out mid fall. But I mean, he's just so square made. I mean, he's got a huge quarter on him. I mean, he's soft, but he moves nice head, kind of long and extended through his front 1/3. He's just a really nice made bull. I think that there's a lot of potential there for what he can do with his progeny, I think.
Yep. And look at that. He's a TT. We learned that.
Yeah, and then he's out of a Power Max cow, and we figured that we needed to get a little more Power Max into our pedigrees. Power Max is out of Maximizer again, so we were getting a little bit tight there. So we just this last year, we went up to Ballamore Farms in Nova Scotia, Canada, and bought a Power Max son from them. That way we can get a generational interval away, and calves are hitting the ground right now, and they're looking really good.
Cool.
Good vigor as well.
Yeah, super stout made. Yeah. That is lot number 9, Keys benchmark, and there are several other benchmark sons. I should mention you have 67 Charolais being offered in the sale, 137 lots total, correct?
Yep.
With some Solaris, but let's scroll down and switch some colors. So there's some red factor ones here, starting out. I'll make you seasick.
Should be on my end.
I should mention there is stop right there for a second. So there is some SBY historic sons. So I think we're starting to see those hit the sales this year. So there's 6 or 7 of those. And in case you don't know what the historic's all about, you know, he's got a big bull with a lot of numbers, a countdown son back out of the direct M6 New Germain. So there's a good pile of those calves to look at.
And they're spread bulls. Yeah, light birth weights and then
big weaning weights.
Big weaning weights. Yeah.
A ton of growth potential.
There was some that were honestly so small that were just like, God, this is a little too small for me. We didn't know what they were going to turn out as, and then some of the calves just surprised the heck out of us.
It was funny because he went farming, and then I kind of took care of those groups of cows for the first part of the summer, and then he went out mid-July and was like, "Holy!"
What they changed,
yeah, they really put it on.
Well, last year when we went to the LT sale, I was really, as a whole, impressed with the LT countdowns. And I think, Mitch, didn't you AI to him this last year?
Yeah, we've got, I think, 3 heifers, 2 bulls, maybe something like that. And they are, mine weren't super small, mid 80s on the heifers and just a touch more than that on the bulls. But they get, for being, I guess they're 3 weeks old now, you can tell they got something to them. So,
yeah.
Yeah. So those are some of the historic sons that'll be offered out of Keys bred cows. And then let's go on to lot 33.
A lot of those historics actually out of some of our highlight cows. And
okay.
Yeah.
So you bred him to some good ones then. So
yeah.
Cool. Let's talk about lot 33, Keys Red Solo. You missed the cup, but one in. And he's an embryo calf.
Yeah, yes. So actually lot 33 and 34 are full brothers.
Oh, okay.
Color-wise, maybe you wouldn't think it, but yeah, we flushed a tan cow here that we got that she's probably been one of our highest performing red factor cows.
Mm-hmm.
And Kevin, years ago, had bred her to Bounty Hunter, and Lane Bina had bought the calf. His name was Rustin.
Mm-hmm.
And he got along really, really well with that bull. Loved his daughters and everything. So he figured, hey, why not do that again?
Yeah, if it's broke, I guess don't fix it.
Yeah, exactly.
And we're trying to get a TT one out of him.
Oh, okay.
Rustin himself was a CC for leptin, and let's see, Red Soul is a CT, and I can't remember, 34 might be a CT as well, or he might even be a CC.
Mm-hmm.
But
well, the lot 33's got the look. If you look at the picture of this, I mean, he's just got that. Look at that neck extension and front end and hip structure that looks really good, and out of a Tri-End Bounty Hunter. So we've had Jesse on our podcast before. So
yeah, and there's a lot of it goes back to Captain Morgan. So there's a lot of that out there. These guys are both seed stock caliber bulls, but maybe pedigree wise, I don't know. A lot of people have Captain Morgans, but
yeah,
they're definitely that caliber.
Right. So that is lot 33 and 34. Mitch, you want to scroll up just a bit, but those are full sibs. And so one's a pulled red and one's a pulled tan.
Yeah. So 33 probably is a little bit softer made and offers a little more flex, and 34 gets them a little bit on the performance, but it's a pretty close race. Yeah.
Yep. Good looking bulls there. So let's go on to lot 44. Excuse me. And it's a red. Yep, there he is. Keys Ranger. He's a Ranger son.
Yeah, Ranger was a bull that we bought a few years ago, actually, right out of the Midland Bull Test.
Used them on heifers and calved heifers out of them for handful of years.
Yeah.
Just quit them, and he worked good.
Yeah, we got quite a bit of daughters now, actually.
Yeah.
They have pretty nice udders.
Yeah, but that actually the cow 211L is out of Night Vision, which was a bull that we bought out of Canada in Manitoba. HTA Charlet, and Night Vision did us a lot of good on the performance side, and so this was an interesting combination for this lot 44 bull. He offers a little more style, but still a lot of push there. Just kind of really long and extended in that front end, and it was a good combination. And he's out of a nice young cow.
Yep. And you're how many years have you been doing the red factors?
a long time.
Yeah, my uncle Kevin, he just kind of did it partially himself. Just kept taking like those cream colored cows and extracted it out of them. Keep breeding cream, and
Yeah, and then eventually, I mean,
you'll get the
you
red out.
get them red, and he just kept them red. Yeah. No, and they get dark too. Like,
I think he's been doing it for over 20 years. I thought.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this isn't a new adventure for your
No,
program.
we were one of the first in the United States to kind of dive into the red deal.
Okay, cool deal. So you're offering some red heifers also in the sale.
Yep, correct.
So I don't know if I had the lot numbers on those, but which ones are they?
Lot 31 through 137.
131. Yeah.
131.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't confuse us any worse than we already are.
I'll be right at the end.
You have to talk slow for the folks in Nebraska, just so you know.
I guess I am running the controls, but
you are. Yeah. Hey, there's a little Hereford, but let's
Lone Hereford lot.
Lone Hereford. There's a little.
hey, batter. Look at these.
Look at these red heifers. Wow, they're flashy looking. So lot 131 to 134. Is that correct?
137.
137. I'm sorry. But let's talk about these heifers as a group.
As a group, I mean, I actually just shot the video the other day of them all together. And I mean, frame wise, they're all exact same frame score.
Yeah.
They're all, you know, that soft, nice made female. They've got the nice neck extension, and they really get out and move around the pen. They kind of vary in shades of red, but they're all pretty dang dark. And you know, the lot 131 heifer, she's got just a tick of white on that udder, but that is a nice made female. She's gonna make a whale of a cow.
Yeah, she'll probably be turn into maybe the biggest, broodiest one.
Yeah.
But they're all very, very feminine.
Yeah, soft and
5 of them are all out of the same sire, isn't it? Or is it 4 of them?
I think the 5 of them are out of Lexus.
Out of the Lexus bull.
Yeah.
That we just acquired from Canada. There was quite a bit of people actually interested in that bull because he was an outcross in the red factors, which is getting a little bit hard to find.
Yeah.
So
I'm just going to go out here and say this. This is the best, one of the best set of red factor females I've seen. I mean,
thank you. Appreciate it.
These are impressive. Don't you think, Mitch? I mean, look at these as a group. I mean, just solid.
That's why we wanted to shoot we did individual videos on all of them, but we also did one group video that we're going to post just to show their uniformity, because they are, you could draw a line on top of them.
They're really very, very close. And even the last heifer, the lot 137, she's the youngest. I mean, shoot, she's right at the beginning of age. She's just a young gal, and you wouldn't hardly tell as far as frame. Like she's right along with those other ones. They're putting it on, and got nice bellies on them.
And that's what we did with these Lexuses. We got quite a bit of red factor replacement heifers that we kept, and we didn't need that much. So we these later calving ones were really good females, but maybe we didn't know if we could get them up to when we do our AIing, so thought it would be a good chance to maybe put them up for offering.
Oh, excellent offering of heifers right there. I mean, if you're going to start out in a red factor deal, or I just add to the herd, I mean, there's not a one of them that you throw out. I mean, you got to put a judging team together to judge this.
Actually, Kevin just texted me the other day and told me, how do you place them? So I placed them, and he goes, I don't think so.
All right, Mitch, how do you place them?
Yeah, we walk through there probably weekly and all change and flip flop our minds. So they're pretty dang tight, that set.
Yeah. So excellent offering. You also have some Solaire bulls that are being offered.
Yes,
and I guess talk
about that against you.
yeah. This is a Charlotte deal, but let's talk about this.
Well, it goes back to Grandpa again. Him and his friend from a young age, Neil Feist, actually imported the first Solaire bull into the United States.
And Roy.
Wow.
Yeah,
Really?
and Roy. Yeah,
Roy Moore.
yeah, they got the registration number
And
1.
the funny story about this, so my stepmom came from a Solaire operation as well in Alberta, and her dad was a part of the group of guys that got together and were going to bring these first bulls over from France.
Mm-hmm.
And so my stepmom's dad's name is Stuart, and so Stu was there and
brought the first one in
he
Canada.
he got Stu and one other guy from Canada. I think they got the second and third pick, and the guys from North Dakota got their first pick, and they brought Jet over.
But yeah, it's just kind of funny learning that family history on her side too, because just another small world scenario in the agricultural world.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that is awesome. And then we have to give out a shout out to the Hereford in the mix. Where was he at?
Please do. Thank you very much.
Mitch, go up there. Where is he? There he is. He is JD Prowler.
That's right.
He's a prominent son. So let's talk about this little guy.
Well, my dad has ran Herefords for, I think he got his 50-year pin nearly 10 years ago. So that is a lifelong passion from my family. And so my dad indoctrinated me young, and I haven't let it go. But this cow, she was the last heifer that I showed as a junior. She was my last bred heifer, and we took her to Denver the following year. And then my dad gifted her to me for our wedding. And so Adam and I flushed her a handful of times. So actually this calf, I would have froze him.
Mm-hmm.
So that's always my fun little interesting tidbit, is to get to feed him out and watch those ones I got to put in a dish and freeze. But
Wow.
the female side, I mean, that Braxton cow bull my dad bought from Jack and Bev Beeson in Nebraska, and my dad used him as long as he possibly could. That bull, I'm pretty sure, was close to 10 years old when my dad finally ended up shipping him. He's
probably an 80% of your dad's pedigrees.
His females were phenomenal, and those cow daughters milked and really good udder quality. There's hardly a bad thing to say about them. They've worked on a lot of stuff. And then Prominent, we've been really excited about how that cross worked. I sold 2 bulls last year in another sale, and they're all about the same, and Prominent's been really praised for his weaning weights and just the growth that he has. So I actually only have one daughter out of this mating. Everything's almost always bulls. It's kind of fun. Yeah, it's when you're trying to build, you only make bulls, I guess.
Yeah.
Like some embryo matings will be bull prominent, and then some of them will be heifer prominent. It's just funny how that epigenetics kind of can work.
It is. Well, there's your high selling bull of the sale, lot 130.
Yep, right.
It'll be a high selling Hereford anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. So, well, in North Dakota probably too. So that is awesome. So what a great offering. 137 lots total, 67 Charolais. Great set of bulls. There's some growth bulls, and there's some Cavanese type bulls. Pretty much anything that you would need. And let's talk about the delivery offering if somebody in Florida would like to buy one. So how do you handle that?
Yeah, so we know that they're going to get a little bit of money invested into trucking these bulls, and we want to help alleviate that. So we set it at the buyer is just going to get $500 per bull into trucking at a max.
Perfect.
And we cover the difference.
We cover the difference. Yeah,
that's very fair. So that a lot of times people give.
We do a lot of central trucking. So I mean, in North Dakota, South Dakota, there's a lot of we do our best to get them as close to people as possible.
Yeah, a lot of times we get it done cheaper than that, but at a tops, it's going to be $500 per bull, so you can kind of pencil that into your budget.
Perfect.
Especially if you're bidding from a couple states away. So
and you ship to Hawaii. I mean, It's not a problem, right?
I'll
Haven't
go.
haven't had
I'll
that.
volunteer.
Yeah, me too. I've never been. I would like to.
Joe was is in our pedigrees. Is the Australian bull that we imported years ago,
Mhm.
and yeah, my uncle had to fly to what would be the Pearl Harbor base. Actually, is where he came into in Hawaii, and
Is it Roger? Did
Yeah.
Roger go? Oh.
Roger had to fly there and ride on the plane with them, and
Wow.
that
Well,
was an experience that most people probably wouldn't go down that road anymore.
Yep.
Getting to-
Yeah, you talked about having to sit in the box and get hay to him to the box and all that stuff. And
yeah.
said he just hung out.
Yeah.
Can't imagine most would be happy, but
Well, I went into my little pedigrees at our place, and I have 2 daughters and 3 granddaughters in production out of a Keys Allstate son that I had purchased 8 or 10 years ago at the Denver Stock Show when Nate Settles had a group of Allstate by Fire Girls there that were reserve
People
grand.
got along with all states very well. Yeah, they
Mhm.
were showy yet had the performance.
Yeah, it was.
Did you say doughy?
No, showy. Like
Oh.
they had-
I was like, what is this new term? It must be a North Dakota thing. I see.
I'm no livestock judge, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I was like, doughy. That's awesome.
The-
Might use that sometime.
that
I
was,
can
that
see the
was
new
the,
footnotes next year. This is a really doughy bowl right here.
I think that was the Denver Stock Show open. That guy's comment, wasn't it? The open show.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. No, that's
Doughy. Maybe that's where I heard it.
so let's I kind of covered some of the details of your sale, but can you review that of everything about the sale, where it is, and how to find you guys?
yeah. So sale day is March 12th, 1 p.m. Central Standard Time at Rugby Livestock, Rugby, North Dakota. Selling 137 lots, 7 of those being the Red Factor heifer lots, 1 Hereford bull,
67
Charolais, and 63 Solaire bulls.
Perfect.
Yeah.
On live auctions, not
Rugby
TV.
is
Live auctions.tv, yes, sir.
Rugby is pretty well smack dab north central North Dakota.
So if you come to Rugby, bring your pads with you. You might be stuck in the middle of a field playing rugby. Is that how it goes, or that has nothing to do with it?
You're more likely to be in a field partying or drinking.
Oh, there we
beer.
go. Yeah. Well, it's interesting. I don't know a whole lot of people from North Dakota, but the people I've met have been very friendly. And there's a particular guy that we've actually had in one of our past episodes from Mandan, North Dakota, Mr. Chad Berger. And got to know him pretty well, but just a good, hardworking guy, buys a lot of cattle. So, hopefully, Chad, if you're listening, you need to go to the Effertz sale because he says he loves showers. Remember that? Do you remember the quotes that he had mentioned?
Oh yeah, he said
he likes the rough stock. I thought.
Yeah, but he runs. He has.
That's his hobby. He says
That's his hobby. Yeah.
What did he say? He buys places like 40-some thousand head of feeder cattle or something.
Oh, it's huge numbers. Yeah, and he talks highly of Charcross. I wish I could remember. He had so many quotes during our episode. I wish I could remember all of them.
Yeah, they just feed. I remember him saying they just feed.
But well, thank you for being on with us on the Charlie Chatter podcast, and it's a pleasure to meet you in person in Denver. And good luck to your sale. Any questions? Reach out to. You go on your guys' website. There's a list of phone numbers and names.
Yeah,
any one of us. I will say though that we answer our phones every single time.
Oh, perfect. So if
Uncle Roger and Kevin, this is an out-of-state call. It must be spam. No, it's wholesale season. You might want to.
Exactly. I had a call the other day from a guy from Tennessee, and I'm like, I thought it was spam. Then I answered. He goes, he was asking about the bull that we owned was dead, M6 the Force, who's a was a full brother to Bells and Whistles, and you can't get Bells and Whistles semen anymore. He goes, well, tell me the difference between or what you see on Bells and 4-stars, which I have both at my place. And so I'm like, at first I wasn't going to take the call because it looked like spam, but I'm like, oh, I'm glad I took this call. So, but you never know. But
I know, you never know these days.
Happens that
Yeah.
way a lot.
yeah, you never know. Might have be a phone number from Bangladesh trying to sell you a cat.
Right.
All righty. Well, thank you much. Everybody have a safe March and what is it? St. Patrick's Day coming up.
Yeah.
There's a
that'll be-
celebration time. Green beers. Because you guys are Irish Catholic, right?
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yep. All
Or two.
right. Well, have a good one, everybody. Good luck on your sale.
Thank you guys.
Take
Appreciate
care.
it.
Thanks for having me.
Some raise them up, and some raise the roof, and some give their lives protecting me and you. And all the times never die.